Hours investigation. For the first time, we hear from law enforcement officers who tracked down a killer on the run. Kaitlin Armstrong eluded authorities for 43 days back in 2022 after police issued a warrant for her arrest. She was suspected in the murder of Moriah Wilson, an up-and-coming professional cyclist, and in November, Armstrong was indeed convicted in a Texas court of first-degree murder and sentenced to 90 years in prison. Now, Jonathan Vigliotti has the very first interview with the U.S. Marshals who went undercover to track Armstrong down and bring her in. Here's an early look at his 48 Hours report.
In June 2022, 1 month after Kaitlin Armstrong, suspected of murdering Moriah Wilson, disappeared, Deputy U.S. Marshals Damian Fernandez and Amir Perez traveled to Costa Rica. They knew finding Armstrong was going to be a challenge.
We had intelligence indicating that she was staying in hostels in Costa Rica. And I don't know if you know anything about Costa Rica, but Costa Rica has a lot of hostels. A lot. An unbelievable amount of hostels.
A source told them Armstrong could be hiding out in the small village of Santa Teresa. But it was challenging because the town was full of tourists, many who looked similar to Armstrong. The Marshals would later learn that Armstrong had also used different names and had changed her appearance. She had cut and colored her hair and even had gotten plastic surgery. They hit dead end after dead end.
So you're this close to giving up?
Yes. Yeah.
So after many intense days of searching for Armstrong with no luck, the Marshals decided to try one last tactic, hoping that Armstrong's love of teaching yoga would pay off for them. They turned to a local Facebook page.
We decided we were going to put an ad out for a yoga instructor and see what would happen.
And just saying, hey, we're this hostel. We're looking for a yoga instructor as soon as possible. Please contact us at this number.
But after almost a week of hunting, even that didn't seem to be working.
We haven't gotten any response back from anything.
We're burned.
None of them have panned out.
So the Marshals were about to head back to the United States when suddenly they got a break.
We got a bite. Somebody that identified herself as a yoga instructor and said that wanted to meet with us at a particular hostel, and we said this is our chance.
Wow, Jonathan Vigliotti joins us now. Jonathan, good morning. So that bite, I guess, was an email the Marshals got. What happened after that email arrived?
Yeah, Tony, good morning to you. It's a remarkable story because the Marshals we spoke with said Kaitlin Armstrong nearly got away with it all. The woman that responded to this ad said that she was a yoga instructor working at a local hostel in Santa Teresa. The Marshals quickly moved in. They sent in Deputy Marshal Perez to make that initial contact. He had been studying images of her for several weeks, but what's remarkable, when he came face to face with her there, pretending to be a tourist, he said he didn't recognize her at first until his eyes locked with hers, and that's when he realized they had found the woman that they had been searching for. It was later discovered that she got plastic surgery, specifically to change the shape of her nose.
Wow, and they almost got away with it. Now she's serving 90 years in prison for killing Moriah Wilson. What did you learn about Moriah, the victim, as you were covering this case?
Moriah Wilson, she went by Mo, an incredible woman, very smart. She studied at Dartmouth engineering, but she was ultimately driven by pro gravel bike racing, and she wanted to get more women involved in the sport. She quickly rose to the top of the sport and was incredible at what she did. But despite all of her career achievements, everyone we spoke with said she was a remarkable woman because she was so caring, so supportive. And ultimately, everyone said she just had no idea she was at the center of what would become this deadly love triangle.
Jonathan Vigliotti. Jonathan, thank you very much. You can watch Jonathan's full report capturing Moriah Wilson's killer on